Perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first education working group meeting for the CHAOSS project. This is very exciting. Thank you all for coming. Yeah,
Yay!
we're super excited to get this started and kick off. So this is
Excited.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. We are part of the CHAOSS project. We're under the CHAOSS Code of Conduct, so please be kind to each other. I have agreed to be your facilitator for this meeting, partly because, well, Peculiar has most of the agenda items, so she's going to be doing quite a bit of the talking, but I will keep the meeting on track and keep it moving. So thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for coming and welcome to the education working group. I don't know, Peculiar, if you want to add anything to the welcome.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm just smiling, just happy, you know. Just happy seeing this, education project, start working group starting today. I'm just so happy. That's why you see my teeth are out and my cheeks are just going this way and that way. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm so excited to have you here. And yes, this is our very first meeting, like John has said. And this working group will be co-share with Dawn and why we're at this stage, still trying to find our ways. It's very, very important to have the elders with us so they can guide us the way to the right. And Elizabeth is here. Yeah, Elizabeth, good to have you. Yes. So today is done. Next day, maybe Elizabeth. And then before and you learn from them, then you do better. That's the way I work. So thank you everybody for joining. Please stay tuned. You will have fun in this group meeting. It's education, right? Everything we're going to do is just about education. We're open, we're free to suggest topics, what you're passionate about, and what you might want us to change, add, and do is open. And we work together. That's what I believe. And because we've been working together, that's why we got to this point. And I know when we talk more collectively, we'll do more. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Awesome. All right, so let's start with some introductions and background so we can do that for anybody who's comfortable unmuting and giving us a little bit about you and your background and why you're here. If you're not comfortable unmuting and doing that, or if you're not in a place that's quiet and conducive to that, feel free to just type something in the chat. That's great too. I'm Dawn Foster. I'm the Director of Data Science for the CHAOSS project. I've been doing this open source thing for a very, very long time. And I've been participating in the education project to help do some of the videos. So I've done the practitioner guide series videos. I did one on careers in open source. I did another one on governance. So I've done bits and pieces of work for the education program because it's something that I'm very passionate about. I don't know who wants to go next.
Elizabeth.
I can go next. That's fine. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm the Chaos Community Manager, if you don't know me. Obviously, I care a lot about this project because it helps me help other people find their way through chaos, and chaos is quite chaotic, right? Like there's a whole lot of stuff going on in chaos. So this is incredibly helpful as a resource for people to just get a quick, it's very low barrier to getting the information. They don't have to read through like gigantic documentation. They don't have to sit through the hour-long orientation sessions that we used to have where we just threw all of the everything into their faces, and it was just too much. So this is such a great idea. I think the only video I have recorded was the intro to chaos, but I do have some more ideas on just, quite frankly, just logistical, practical things of like how do you add a meeting to your calendar? How do you find Slack? How do you, where can you find the GitHub repositories? Like just real simple, generic things that just help people navigate the community itself is what I would like to work on if possible. So that's me.
That would be awesome. I'll follow up. Okay, hello
That
everybody.
being said, it did take me 8 months to get the first video done. So, I mean, we might all have, retired by the time I get it.
Okay. Hello everybody. Peculiar women. So yes, leading this education project with the education project team. So you can see some of the team members are here. So, and I'm excited to be here today. So that's me. Who can go next?
Me, I can go. So, hi everyone. My name is Anilonda Paku. You can just call me Paku, which is very easy. So I'm open source project maintainer, and my first job is to create new projects to facilitate access to open source contributions for newbies. And I'm contributing to CHAOSS education projects on the issue that is helping people to know how to contribute to CHAOSS projects. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me go next. My name is Winifred Young. I'm a software developer. In CHAOSS, I am an event badger, and I also contribute to the accessibility and inclusion working group. I have recorded a video for the education projects. So yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. We had a couple people drop. I don't know if their internet connections are not stable. So we'll see if they join back in. They're welcome to introduce themselves then. Do you want to sorry, Peculiar, do you want to start with the objectives for the group?
Okay, thank you for that. So welcome everybody once again and to Education Working Group. So this initially we've been working on this project, like reaching out to people who are interested to contribute one-on-one. And at the point we're like, okay, we are growing and the education people are interested. People are really interested in the project. I was checking last night to see how many people are going through the courses till this month. People are still going through our courses. So, and I think I looked at it, there's this need for us to have a one place where we'll share opinions, conversation, and ideas together and talk and have other things in mind. And that give birth to education working group. And you can see we have objective, why do we want to have this? What do we want to do with this working group and what we will be doing in this working group? If you look at it, you see it was formed to address like need for broader engagement for the contributors. So if you don't have, if you have something to discuss, you can easily come into the education group, add it in the agenda, and when the time comes to be given opportunity to discuss that. And again, to ensure consistent interaction, guidance, and review with contributors throughout the 3 stages of developing each topic. You see, here we can discuss, there'll be some days where we can pick up a topic and we discuss about that. And maybe you're writing on a topic and then you need some more materials to help you in your research or ideas on what you are writing. Here is the perfect place for that. And that's part of our objective now, to develop and maintain comprehensive open source educational resources. So we need this conversation here, and we need suggestions here in this working group, and then to support each and every one of us, everybody. That is what will be happening here too. And to explore and implement innovative formats for education content delivery. There's some other format that we have in mind that will also attract people. Like we talk about infographics, you talk about, yes, it might be a topic, a form of in infographics. So people don't need to like watch the whole video, or read through anything. For the info, they just go through it just like having a whole like idea in just one place in 2 or 3 images or thereabout. And then visual summaries or workshops, also materials. And we have in mind also to create such out of this working group, and then to consider improving the education, the courses we've created. A time will come where we'll go back to the ones we created last year, and then we'll look at it today, because a lot of things are involved in it. Information, technologies, AI, a whole lot of things. And then we'll look at it and say, this is looking like this. Don't you think might need to add this or move it there or move it there, advance, This working, we'll discuss such topic and then we'll pick it up there, work on that, get feedback from people, and yeah. So this is the main, these are the main objective for this working group. But if you think there's some other thing you have in mind, you want us to capture here in this objective, we're open for ideas and suggestions. And then we'll look into it and we'll add it up. So thank you. Back to you, John.
Yeah, any questions about the objectives, or any thoughts on maybe what, if we missed anything, if there's anything that you think should be included that isn't?
Yeah, I don't have a question. I think that everything is good for the moment.
Good. Thanks. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Peculiar, for running through all of those. The next thing we have on the agenda is the step-by-step for how to course development, the step-by-step guide on how we develop the courses. I was multitasking to try and find the step-by-step process for the screen. So Peculiar, do you want to walk us through the process?
Thinking you could take that, but if you want me to go through it, I would go through it too. Okay, so yeah, to develop a course, right? We have these 3 stages. First, we'll start with writing a script. Writing a script is where we have a template for that. You write, because the length of the video is between 5 to 10 minutes. So with that script, it helps to guide you to actually go straightforward to give the information that are needed for that topic. So when you write a script and submit it, we have reviewers here working with us, so you will get some review about what you've written. And once your script is reviewed and approved, then the next stage is preparing a slide deck. That is to say, now you're preparing to deliver the topic. You're picking from what you have written in your script, and then you are summarizing it in your slide deck. And once you are done with that slide deck, then it will still be reviewed, approved before you now book a day and a time to record the video. Our recordings are done on Kiosk Zoom. So what you need to do is to let me know when you want to record it normally and give everybody a free, you feel free to choose a day and a time. Then I'll work things around to fit into that day and that time. Now, but we have days we record Kiosk video, not every day. Because of Kiosk meeting from Monday to Thursday, so Kiosk education recording doesn't happen on these days because you might be recording it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this course. And the next thing, Elizabeth is up there. The meeting is about to start. You know, so because of that, we don't record within this Monday to Thursday. So the recordings are normally Friday till Monday, right? Monday, 3 p.m. Because by 4, we have Ogo meeting start by that time. So if you have written and your script is ready and your slide deck is ready and just for you to record, you just look for a Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I've recorded in all these days with other people. Some will say, oh, sometimes the book and, oh, we all forgot. Then we change it again, Saturday, Sunday. So till Monday by 3 p.m. what? So these are the 3 stages and then what we do. And these 3 stages, they're very simple for you to do. You know, I wrote one last week. I started 2 weeks ago and I finished last week. It was just an eye-opener for me to learn about Kiosk software, introduction to Grimoire Lab. In fact, it was just, I couldn't stop. And I finished writing and I've moved over to Grimoire Lab to do some certain things because it's quite interesting writing on all those. So you're welcome to take these 3 steps, or they call it, to write the education video. And is there another thing I'm missing? I think that's all.
And I think to add to that, the other thing that's really really important to know is that you don't have to do all of these 3 steps.
Exactly.
So in some cases, if you really like just writing the script and you don't really want to work on a presentation or do the video, sometimes we can find other people to do that. Other times people aren't interested in writing anything, but they really like to record videos. So if somebody else writes the script and the presentation, they're happy to record the video. So think about which parts of this process you want to be involved in, because you can do it from beginning to end, which I actually think is what I've done for the ones that I've done. But you don't have to. You can pick and choose. You can do part of the process and leave the other parts for someone else to do. Any questions on the process and how we develop the courses, the step by step? Okay, awesome.
No, everything is clear. Everything is clear.
Okay, perfect. So next thing on the agenda is the new topic suggestions. Elizabeth already had one, so I've already added this to the new topic suggestions about how to navigate the CHAOSS meeting or CHAOSS community, getting the meetings on your calendar, navigating Slack, GitHub, all the things. What other suggestions do people have for what you'd like to see for courses? Elizabeth.
Yeah, so it's curious a lot. So we just had the Google Summer of Code wave of newcomers come in, and it's a little overwhelming when that happens. But one good thing about it is, you kind of get a feel for what kind of questions people have. And I got a ton of questions of like, what can I do first? You know, and so we have that quick start. And I saw Peculiar, I saw you pointing people to that quick start as well, and the education project as well. But it's almost like I don't know that they're visible enough. So I think that either we need um, a, a video about the quick start, maybe, or something like that, like a you know, just I don't know. It just I'm not sure what we need actually, or if it's just a matter of putting them a little bit more visibly on the website. Maybe that's more of the answer here. But even I think maybe we could do a video on just the quick start of like, this is what these things are, and this is why you would want to do it. Because we don't really explain any of it on the quick start itself. We just have do these things, and it doesn't really give you a better context of why or what you'll get at the end of it. So maybe just a video on that. I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. And what I did today, was it? No, yes, I did today was to raise an issue on Slackbot to see if Slackbot can help us with that, the link for education video. Because like using few keywords that when someone newcomer comes in and say, I'm newbie, you know, he picks it and then share the link to this newbie, or say newcomer, or say it's just some keywords that newcomers use to introduce themselves. So doing a video on quick start, like what you said, that would be awesome too. And they could see that as a part of the first thing they see once they get to the education project. And the board can actually like give that information also.
Yeah, that's a
So
really great point. That is an excellent point. We certainly could add that to the Slack bot. I think that Harmony and the technical writer group are working on kind of updating that Slack bot right now, I think. So maybe we can, you know, ask them to include something like that in this new kind of iteration of the Slack bot responses. Something else I've
I created an
okay.
issue this morning.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Yeah. Something else I've seen in another community is a greet bot, which is I don't know if we would need yet another bot, but it was a bot that pops up to you immediately when you join. Like it just put it in your face like immediately when you join. So I don't know if that's another option as well, like not even waiting for somebody to type newbie, but like have that automatic kind of start here message that just goes to everybody. I don't know if that would be helpful or noisy. I don't know, but one thing that's still so curious to me after all this time, this is like a pattern I have seen throughout the entire history of me, the 5 years I've been here, is that people they just want to contribute right away. Like they don't want to learn about chaos sometimes. Like they just want to know, what issue can I work on right now today? And it's like that's not really the way chaos is. You know, it's hard to explain that you really should have a better feel for what we do here and what is available to you before we just send you a list of issues and say, go pick one of these things. So I don't know how to impart that to people that are just here they just want to jump right in. You know, I always point people to the quick start and I explain like, well, there's a lot going on. You might want to have a better feel for chaos before you know, kind of jump in, and I give them some suggestions, but I don't know if there's like a video we could do of a pre chaos video. I don't know, a message or something of like, we don't recommend you just picking an issue somewhere in some random repo. Like you should really understand or take the time to understand chaos a little bit better, and that will make your time here so much more valuable, and it's obviously more valuable to the project when we have people who, you know, have a deeper understanding of chaos and what our goals are. before they just jump in. So I'm completely rambling and I'm late for my other meeting now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will connect with y'all async in Slack, but thank you so much for letting me ramble. Have a good day, everybody. I love
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
See ya. Bye.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. You're not wrong. Okay, those are really good points.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they're really good points there.
And then I have some other new topic suggestions around practitioner guides,
Okay.
because we have three new guides to publish.
Okay.
I'm not sure actually when they'll be published, but we have the inclusive leadership one that Peculiar, as you know, because you're working on that one. So when that gets published, we'll want to do a video about it. And then we also have the demonstrating value to your organization practitioner guide that is going to be released shortly. And I've been working on a third guide around how to basically how to responsibly sunset or end of life an open source project. So we have to publish those guides first, step one, and then we'll probably do videos around those. So those are other ideas for new topics.
Awesome. Okay, anybody do have question what we are saying, or if you are just joining the CHAOSS meeting for the first time, and this education meeting is the first meeting you are joining, please feel free to ask questions here. When I joined CHAOSS, I didn't know what they were saying and what they were doing. Okay, but I took time to listen and I asked questions. I didn't keep quiet. So that helped me a lot. So please feel free to ask questions, feel free to interact, feel free to add your own ideas, suggestions. They're all welcome.
And you
So
can do
we
that
have
in a
some
bunch
issues
of, oh, I was
available.
just gonna say, you can do that in a bunch of different ways, right? You can create issues if there's something that you want to create. You can the Slack channel, we're happy to answer your questions in the Slack channel. So if you have any sorts of questions, no questions are silly. I would say any questions are things that you could add in the Slack channel, and we're happy to chat about that. You can reach out to any of us individually. We're a pretty available bunch of people and friendly. I hope you're getting that from the meeting where
Yeah.
that's one of the things I like about the CHAOSS community is just how friendly and welcoming and easy to work with the people are. So I would encourage you to reach out if you have any questions.
Particularly, I don't have question now because it is my first time to join this meet. I'm trying to understand exactly what is going on, but I think that with time, I will have some questions and some suggestions to do. So sorry for that. Sorry for my silence.
No, perfect. That makes complete sense. I mean, that's how we learn. We show up to meetings and hear what people are working on, and then yeah, and then you can get involved in something. So I don't know if you want to reach out to Peculiar. There might be some things that need videos that need to be recorded, or some things that you could help out with if you're interested.
He's already working on something just for us to record.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll see. You're already started.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you want to go through the issues, Peculiar? I saw you added the link here, or talk about them.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I just want to let people know we have available issues open. Feel free to pick anyone. Like most of them, some of them are general open source topic. why we have some that are CHAOSS related. So these are like CHAOSS events, CHAOSS design at CHAOSS. I know the design team lead was interested in working on this. He has started actually, but I know he might like to continue. Then we also have CHAOSS chapters, CHAOSS boards, we are just mentioning here, CHAOSS badging event, available issues. Then open source, this one is general open source issue, open source for non-profit. And it's an interesting topic that I would like to, personally would like to, so had even I'm not working on one already, I'd like to go into this. Is interesting topic. Okay. So, but I'm working on this and I will yet to wrap it up. So we have all these ones open. So feel free to get to the CHAOSS education repo and pick any topic that you're interested in. Some of them, if you look at the additional section, I added some materials that will help. But then this is your thing, right? Take your time to research, as you're researching, you're just learning. That's what working on this education project has helped me. You're learning, you're understanding a whole lot about the world, the open source ecosystem, about the community. And then you're adding some experience to yourself. That's what it has helped me do. And today I'm happy and free to talk about it anyway. Just before this meeting, I was telling somebody about education project. It's like my song. So please feel free to pick up on this video and work on it. This time we look for quality resources, quality content, quality scripts with quality content and video that has quality that people can just listen to and they'll just be wow. So yeah, that's that for the issues we have available. Just tag me, say something on the issue, I will assign it to you immediately.
Any questions?
Okay, thank you. So I have a question.
Yeah.
For my issue, for example, um, I'm I'm waiting for video recording. I'm recording. I'm going to record it on Saturday. It's already booked. But I remember that you closed the issue. Uh,
Yes. Yes, because I closed it. I was clearing up. Sorry about that. I closed it because it's just the recording that is left. Okay. Normally I'm supposed to wait until you send the final PR for the recording before I close the issue and is done. But there were two topics like that I kept somewhere else because one of them I've recorded and I'm editing. Then this one I've booked for the recording. So that's why I closed the issue, but we're still working on it. So once the recording is ready, because after recording, we just don't send the link immediately. I'll take time to edit it. Once the recording is done, you'll still send a PR and that's it. So sorry about that. And I can reopen it up. I was just cleaning up. I'm just cleaning up the repo. So I think my head was telling me that we are done. But later I remember that we are not completely done. So I can reopen that. I will reopen that issue. There were just two of them. I'm going to reopen them. But there were some other issues that we've completed. And then one of the issues was suggestion from somebody. And the topic was actually like outside what we are talking about. It doesn't fit in to what we are doing. So I closed that and some other ones. So I will reopen that issue until you send your final PR before we can close it. Yeah. Are you okay with
okay.
that? Okay.
Yes. Yes, there is no problem.
Okay.
So after finishing with this issue, I think that I will jump on another issue because now I'm going to be free for the next weeks, and I will be very happy to contribute more to the project. Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
great. Thanks.
that's awesome.
Okay. Let's see. I think we've reached the end of our agenda, unless anybody else has anything else that they want to chat about.
Nothing.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining us. It was really great to have everybody here at our very first education working group meeting, and I hope to see you all again at future meetings.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
John.
you.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great afternoon.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.